Hi, my dear lovely students. Welcome to today's session. Hope you are doing well. I hope you're all excited to be a part of today's class. We are going to continue with our special series where we are learning the vocabulary of Christmas. So, today we are going to learn all the words which start with letter G. All right. So, I hope you're really excited about the session. Hi to everybody who has just joined. Welcome to the class. Before we begin, can I please request you to use the share button and invite a lot of your friends for our wonderful Fundoo classes? I hope you're using the share button. Invite your friends, your buddies, your neighbors, your cousins, whoever you would want to take benefit of these amazing sessions, right? So please invite your friends before we commence the session. Today, Santa Claus is carrying a lot of interesting words that start with letter G, right? So we are going to open the bag and going to learn a lot of interesting words. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Juhi Narula. I have 12 years of experience in training students for various competitive exams. I also happen to be a life skills coach and a content creator. I have done my bachelor's in technology and master's in business administration. So that's a quick about me. Now, let's get started. So, what are we going to learn? We are going to learn the words that start with letter G today, right? So, the first word that's there in front of you is the word gingerbread. So, this is a special Christmas cake made with treacle or syrup and flavored with ginger. So Daisy enjoyed the gingerbread made by her mother. So see, it's a festive season, so there are a lot of interesting recipes which are very specific to the season. One, because it is winters, so ginger is a very crucial ingredient which everybody in India also incorporates in the recipes because that brings in a lot of immunity. So it's a special sort of a cake which is having syrup in it. So it's a sweet cake, but there is a flavor of ginger. Like we have ginger tea. I'm sure many of you must be having it during the winters. So that's what the word means, gingerbread. Before we actually move to the next word, why don't you just make a quick sentence on this beautiful word, right? So let's make a sentence on the word gingerbread. Everybody start doing it. Make a interesting sentence on the word gingerbread. Right? So I made a simple one. You can make a simple one. You can make a complicated one, however you would want. It is just that when we make sentences, our attention definitely becomes better, and that's what we are wanting. So I hope we are clear with the word ginger word. Gingerbread. Gingerbread means that's a special sort of a cake uh, that we make, which has got a flavor of ginger in it. Okay. Now, before we move to the next word, this is the class where we are doing the letter G. We have already covered letters A, B, C, D, E, and F, and we have learned lot of names of the recipes during the time of Christmas. So we are going to do a fun do small little activity as our class suggests, fun do class live app. So let's do some fun and write the names of the recipes that are very famous during the time of Christmas and we have learned so far. Right, so nothing new, but we have learned eggnog, which is a special drink which is made up of eggs and spices, and at times alcohol is also added to it. So this is one, important word that we have learned. We did also learn about dips. So dips are sauces presented along with the appetizers, right? Now we have also learned deviled eggs. Again, it's a very interesting recipe of Christmas made by eggs, right? Then we talked about this special spice cinnamon, which is used in abundance in making cakes, right? So that's another interesting word that we have learned. So just to make you remember the words that we have learned so far. So you can always whenever you are learning the words, whenever you are opening your notebooks where you're noting down the words, you should go back and revise some of the words, right? So this will help you stay in touch with all the words that you have learned so far. Otherwise, what happens is we keep on learning new words and we keep on forgetting the old ones. And that's something we wouldn't really want to be done with ourselves, right? We should learn new words, but that doesn't mean that we should forget the previous ones, right? So please take care of this. This is a small suggestion from my side, that keep on revising the words that you have learned in the previous sessions. Some I will definitely incorporate, but of course it's not feasible to include all the words. So a lot of it rests on your shoulders also, and you are so amazing. I'm sure you're going to, revise and revise frequently so that, you retain better, right? So quickly make a sentence. If yes, you've already made a sentence, quickly give me a thumbs up so that we can move to the next word. Everybody, please do so. Great, great. Thank you for the response. So kind of you to do that. Let's move to the next word, which is Grinch. So, this is the first negative word that we have encountered so far in the entire series. But it means a grumpy person who spoils the pleasure of others. We have seen at times, everybody is in a festive mood, everybody wants to celebrate. But there's this one person who's not happy seeing others happy. He's such a spoil sport. He kills the joy of the occasion, kills the joy of the festivity. There is no energy, making a sad face, making a grumpy face, and as if he's so annoyed with everything happening around. He's so sad, he isn't interested in anything, and that negative vibe he passes on to others. So that's what the word Grinch means. Okay, Grinch, Grinch. So it was a Christmas only a Grinch could appreciate. So that's how I have made a sentence. I'm sure now you're clear with the meaning of the word. I've elaborated it. Elaborated means explained in detail. So it's a grumpy person who spoils the pleasures of others. You can also say a killjoy or a spoil sport. That's how you can say. So, everybody says that, let's go out and do hiking. Say for instance, and one person says, no, you'll get sick, or you might get injured, or you might meet with an accident, and everybody feels so, oh, is that the case possible? And everybody drops the idea. So that's what we mean by a person who's Grinch. He will kill the joy, he will be a spoil sport, so nobody would feel like doing the sport and would come back, right? Sad, annoyed, feeling bad, right? So that's how you use the word Grinch. I hope I'm clear with the meaning. So quickly let me know once you have made a sentence on this word, and then we'll move to the next one. Great, great. So we have some sentences coming, which is a great thing. Very, very good. A pat on your back. Kudos to you. Great. Great, wonderful, wonderful, lovely, 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 my dear students. So good to see you participate actively. That brings in a lot of joy, let me tell you this, right? Great. So let's move to the next word, which is generosity. Generosity is again a positive word. Thank God we are not losing our momentum of the positive words, which means kindness. So, kindness is when you are showing affection, showing love for others, right? So that's what we mean by the word kindness, doing charity, doing philanthropy. This is a very interesting and a very beautiful word. Let me teach you that also. So I'll just quickly use my pointer and I'll write the word for you. Okay, just give me a minute. So the word is philanthropy. It's a very beautiful word, I'll just show it to you. Okay, I'll just write it for you. There's this root phil, which means love, okay? And anthro means mankind. So philanthropy becomes love for mankind. So love for mankind means when you're doing a lot of charity, you're showing kindness, right? Or you're showing benevolence. This is another very beautiful word we learned when we were doing the vocabulary, Christmas vocabulary, starting with letter B, right? So benevolence means gratitude, generosity, kindness, deep love for humanity, right? Or there was this word benign, which means kind, right? So these are few words that we have already learned. You just need to revise. So generosity, benevolence, benign, philanthropy. So that all these words belong to one family, right? So I hope we are clear with the word. And let's make a sentence. So Harry was elated. Elated is also one word that we have learned before. Elated means being extremely happy to see his father's generosity on Christmas. So what do we mean by this word elated? Elated means you are extremely happy. Okay. So whenever you are very happy, don't use this phrase "I'm very happy." See, say that I'm elated, right? That makes more impact. That leaves better impression, right? That's what we means having, better communication skills, effective communication skills, skills that can impress, right? Skills that can leave a mark. So I hope everybody is clear with the meaning of the word generosity and the associated words we have learned. So what are we going to do? We are going to make a quick statement. We'll write the meaning of the word and we'll make some quick statements. So everybody start doing it. Great, wonderful. So we have beautiful sentences coming, a pat on your back, and let's move to the next word. The next is again a very positive word. We are so, happy. I'm so happy that we're just learning the positive words. So this is glad tidings. That means good news. I'm sure you must have heard this for the first time. If not, very good. If yes, great that you're learning the new term, right? So glad tidings means good news. So I'm pleased to bear glad tidings from my own country. So good news from my own country. So pleased is happy. So this is a very beautiful term. Christmas special. Glad tidings means good news. So anyways, you can track the meaning because glad means happy, right? So glad tidings means good news. A very interesting phrase, like we did Feliz Navidad, right? Merry Christmas in Spanish. So glad tidings, which means good news. They're lovely, lovely phrases, Christmas special phrases, which bring a lot of joy, right? While using, while speaking, while teaching, while learning, that brings this spirit of the season, right? So quickly make a wonderful sentence on it. Everybody start doing it. Glad tidings, which means good news. Everybody start doing it. Great, great, great. Wonderful, wonderful. We have such lovely sentences coming. Very happy to know that. Very happy to read the lovely statements. Very, very positive sentences coming. Great, great, wonderful. Wonderful. Great, my lovely champions, my rock stars, right? You are my rock stars. Fantabulous rock stars, right? Fantabulous is one word we learned when we were doing the series which, of the words that start with letter F, the special Christmas series. So fantabulous means amazing. So are my students. Fantabulous, amazing. It's a slang term, but very commonly used these days. Great, great, wonderful, wonderful. So happy to see you learning. So happy that you're making an effort. And it is all about making an effort. When you are consistently making an effort, then there is nothing that can stop you. So ensure that you put an effort, you put the effort in the right direction, you put the effort on the regular basis, and you will see the improvement. Maybe not immediate improvement, but after 10 days, after 15 days, after a month, you'll realize that your vocabulary has improved, your confidence has improved, you're brimming with a lot of positivity, you're brimming with a lot of energy, you're brimming with a lot of confidence. So it is, at times we just are having a very narrow vision where we believe that learning new words will help us enhance our English. It's just not that we're improving on our English. Of course, this is one benefit, but we are improving on multiple domains. We become confident when we know the terms, we become more aware, we become more effective. And this slowly seeps in into our body language. You can see a person who's underconfident, you can see the body language, the person who knows. So you see the body language of Shashi Tharoor, you will see so much of confidence, right? You can see the body language of our Miss India has become Miss Universe, right? Harnas, Kaur, Sandhu. You can see the body language. And how does this come? Because these people are making a lot of effort while communicating, right? So it is not about the speech, it is about the mannerism. And this will all seep in when you have information with you, right? Knowledge is power. Knowledge, reinforces that faith in your own skill set, and that's what we are aiming, that's what we are wanting, that's what we are targeting, to become a better, confident, individual who is, aware of what is happening around. Specific series for Christmas is, you go out for a party and somebody says, would you want to have an eggnog, and you don't know, right? Or you somebody says, you go to somebody and so you say fellas navidad, and this person is so, stunned knowing that you can use such beautiful term, right? You are so aware, and that's what we would want you to be aware, people who are so, equipped with information, so that you have the future lying ahead for you, the world awaits you, right? So enough of guidance. Let's quickly move to the next word, and the next word is gourmet. So you usually don't pronounce t, you say gourmet. So connoisseur means expert of good food, a person with discerning palate. So discerning means distinguishing. I'm sure most of you have seen Master Chef. So there are various judges to it. We have some of the popular, chefs of the country judging this reality show. So there are many seasons that have come. Ranveer Barar, so to say, Sanjeev Kapoor, and Vikas Khanna. Some noted chefs, Akshay Kumar rather, has also been a part of the show. So whenever they taste somebody's recipe, they would just not say that the food is good or the food is bad. They will get into the nitty gritties. I'm sure you must have seen that whenever the discussion is going among the judges, or whenever the judge is going to the participant giving the feedback, it's not just saying that good or bad. He is getting into the details, right? So that's what we mean by a connoisseur, expert who knows the little details, right? Who's having great awareness of the nitty gritties. So that's what we mean by gourmet, a person with discerning means distinguishing palate. So she is a gourmet cook, right? So that means she's a great chef. She knows the nitty gritties. She's a master of her profession. That's how you use the word. Now, quickly make a wonderful sentence on it, so that we are good to go to the next word. Everybody, I hope I've made myself clear with the word gourmet, which means a connoisseur of good food, a person with discerning palate. Okay. Great, great, great. Wonderful, wonderful. So if you have to compliment somebody, you go to a five-star restaurant and you really like the dish, so you can say that the chef is a gourmet cook, right? So see, here you can use it. So you're for an international trip, international holiday, and somebody serves you a dish and you're so happy having it, right? So satisfied. So you can say you are a gourmet cook. That's how you can compliment. You can compliment the same to your mother if she, I'm sure she must be making some great food for you, right? Or whoever cooks, maybe your father also, whoever cooks and makes wonderful dishes, has got a, got a knack of understanding of good food. You can definitely use the word, right? So I hope we are sorted with the meaning of the word, everybody. Great, great. So good to know that. So we are on the fifth word. So we have learned five words so far, and we are doing the favorite exercise where we are writing three words that we have learned so far. So the first word is gourmet. Okay. What are the other words that we have learned? Everybody, please come up with the words. Everybody, put it in the chat section that what are the words that we have learned. Gingerbread. Yes, yes, we have learned gingerbread. And what is the other word? I mean, of course, gourmet, we have written gingerbread. What's the other word? Grinch, right? Spoil sport, right? So these are the terms that we have learned so far. Now it's time that you take a tiny, whiny break. Everybody go out, have a glass of water. Ensure that you slightly warm the water so that it has. So it's very cold. You'll feel good to have a glass of water. Don't have a chilled glass of water. It might really affect your throat. Mine is bad. I wouldn't want yours to be. So everybody go have a warm glass of water, some dry fruits, maybe your favorite chicky or whatever you like. That's very healthy, right? I strongly believe that as you know, growing individuals, we should be aware of what we are eating. So we should invest in healthy food. We should invest in healthy ideas. We should invest in healthy, healthy way of spending our times, right? So that's very important that our body, mind, and soul, all the aspects of our upbringing, of our growth, should be, ensured that they are all, be attracting positive energy, right? We are inculcating right habits. We are developing right habits. We are moving towards healthy lifestyle. We are moving towards lifestyle that brings in a lot of positivity, right? So we are not under stress. We are exercising regularly, eating right, working right, reading good books, right? So that's something that we should focus, right? It's just not that, we should work on only one aspect of our personality. Every single atom of our body should be grateful to us that, wow, you're so kind to and you're so thoughtful to me, right? So, everybody, if you're feeling slightly tired, clap your hands or move around or do some jumping jacks, right? So that you get your energy right back. It's very, very important, right? Great, great. So I hope everybody is back. So whoever is not, we'll still wait for a couple of seconds so that everybody is back with us and we can continue with our wonderful series. Everybody start, typing the messages that you're back. Show me a thumbs up if you have returned from your water break. Great, great. So good to have you back. Wonderful. That's the spirit, that's the energy. And let's move to the next word. The next word is glistening, which means shining. So the Christmas tree made by Sharon was gleaming with lights. So why have I used the word gleaming? Because gleaming also means shining. So we have learned two words together, glistening and gleaming. Gleaming is bright, shiny. Glistening also means shining, right? The stars are glistening in the sky, right? The Christmas tree is glistening with lights, or the girl is glistening with happiness. This is also the usage where you can put the word glistening in use. So everybody start using this beautiful word in a sentence. Everybody come up with some great sentences. Everybody who's attending the class. Great, great, very good, very good. Wonderful, wonderful. So good to have such lovely sentences coming. That's great. That's amazing. Very good, very good. So let's move to the next word. I hope we are all sorted. I hope we have no doubts. I hope we are enjoying our session. Everybody. Great, great, wonderful, wonderful, my dear kids. Let's move to the next word, which is gracious. Gracious means kind. I met a gracious soul, Mr. Ted, on Christmas Day as he donated his entire wealth in charity. So we learned this word generosity, philanthropy, benevolence, benign, all these words, right? So gracious is very kind person. So why is Mr. Ted a gracious soul? Because he's donated the entire wealth for charity. So that's how you use the word gracious, which means kind, right? A person who's having a large heart. We also use this word magnanimous in nature. Magnanimous means large hearted. A person who's into philanthropy, a person who's into generosity, right? So we use the word gracious there. So can you think of a person who's around you who's very gracious? I'm sure you must be thinking of your parents. That's the first thought that comes in the mind. Anybody else whom you think is a gracious soul? Please put it in the comment section. I would really love to get the answers. And please make a beautiful sentence on this very beautiful word. Everybody start doing it. Great, great, great. Okay, we have some names coming. So yes, we have our own superheroes, and at times superheroes don't wear capes, right? They move around us with the energy, with the charm, with the positivity that fills our lives with a lot of optimism, right? A lot of enthusiasm, lot of inspiration they give us, and we should always feel grateful to the universe if we encounter such souls, right? And we should imbibe good virtues. We should also have a gracious heart. We should also believe in the spirit of giving. We should also believe in donations, right? We should always feel that we should make every possible effort to make even if we make a difference in one person's life, we should make that conscious effort. And it's not always monetary. Maybe you go to a person who's not having company, or a person who's not having many friends, or who has that loneliness, and you bring a smile or you talk to that person for 5-10 minutes. That's also a big contribution that you're doing towards humanity, right? So I hope we are clear with the word. We have some lovely sentences coming our way, and I'm really ecstatic, right? Is this another beautiful word, ecstatic, that I just used? So I'll just write it. Ecstatic means again extremely happy. We have learned the word elated. So both these are synonyms in nature. Synonyms means similar sounding words, right? Similar in meaning words, right? So synonyms means similar in meaning, right? So I hope we are clear with the word ecstatic, elated, gracious, all the lovely words, and we are clear with the words. Great, great. So let's move to the next one, which is gleefully. Positive words, Christmas time, happy words, delightedly. Delighted means again happy. So we are learning so many synonyms of happiness in these sessions, isn't it? Gleefully, delightedly. So the choir performed the carols gleefully in the church. They were full of enthusiasm, full of happiness, full of delight, full of pleasure, right? Full of joy, full of happiness, euphoria, elation, right? All these words, they all are words that belong to the same clan, they belong to the same family, which means gleefully, delightedly, right? So my students delightedly made a beautiful sentence, right? So that's how you can use the word. Think of some unique ways to make a beautiful sentence on the word gleefully, and please put it in the comment section. Everybody, please do that. Great, great. We have some lovely sentences coming our way, and that's so positive. That's so nice. That's so overwhelming. That's really heartening to see that you're putting an effort. It is all about making an effort, right? So, if we'll make an effort, we'll find the way. But our progress would not happen if we are not making efforts, right? So let's move to the next word, which is gleaming, glowing, right? So the church was gleaming with Christmas lights and decorations, glowing, shining, right? So that's what the word means, gleaming. So gleaming diyas. We also use this word during the time of Diwali. So let's quickly make a beautiful sentence on the word gleaming before we move to the next word. Everybody, please start doing it. Great, wonderful, nice to read some beautiful sentences. Great, great, very good, everybody. Wonderful, wonderful. So let's move to the next word, gospel. So this is the teaching of Christ, okay? It's the church's mission to preach the gospel. So of course, what would the church do? Church would spread the teachings of Christ. So that's again a very specific term pertaining to Christianity and Christmas, gospel. So teachings or revelations of Christ. So what did Christ preach? What he wanted his followers to do, right? So that's what the word gospel means. And I'm sure you enjoyed today's session. So we have learned some very beautiful words in today's class. I hope you are not going to forget them. I hope you are going to revise. And please do create a list of more such Christmas words and share on our Fundoo Class mobile app, on our Facebook group and Instagram, and use the tag hashtag Fundoo Class Live. And if you like the session, please leave some encouraging comments to follow me on our Fundoo Class mobile app. It would be so much fun if we are together. I would be reacting on your videos. Please post some pictures, please post some videos, and do tag. I would be really happy and excited to see them, right? Also, Keep learning, keep revising. Don't forget that consistency is the key. If we work on everyday basis, if we work regularly, if we are focused, if we are honest in our efforts, I'm sure success will be ours, right? So it doesn't need great steps, it needs small steps on regular basis for the magic to happen. And magic happens to every single person who has a willing heart, who wants to get better. So have that willing heart to learn new things, right? To upgrade yourself, to become better, right? So thank you so much for your wonderful participation. May God be the kindest to you. Enjoy the festival. See you soon. Bye bye. Please take care. God bless you.